Alright guys, welcome back to Gilded Gaming and Final Fantasy XIV. We are continuing our trip through Stormblood. Whew, we are getting onto it. So strong and unified. We are in the peaks. We've already finished several zones in this current expansion. Ruby Sea, Yangsha, Azim's Step, and the Fringes are all pretty much done. We're gonna do the peaks, and there's one more, I think the locks, and that's gotta be it for the story, right? So we're gonna be attempting to finish the peaks tonight at the very least. But first, we have a new dancer quest. But we have a couple new dancer quests. Now that we're level 70, we're gonna go catch up on them. So, back to Gilded real quick. We got some dancing to do. Or by the Adventurers Guild. Alright, let's see what's going on here. It's good to see you, Elheim. You'll be pleased to hear our exhibition in the Sultanate was a rousing success. Renaa gave quite the inspired performance. It would seem the girl has indeed taken her lessons to heart. That leaves Gridania as the final step on our three-nation tour. I meant to depart immediately, but I must confess the curious developments in Gilded have given me pause. Upon our arrival, let us first pay a visit to the Adder's Nest and inquire to any strange happenings in town. Don't ask me why, but I believe it's best that we stay vigilant. Okay. Oh, now we go to Gridania. Promotes classes to level 70 job quest also gives you a coffer of 290 artifact job gear. However, since the dancer didn't exist, you don't get the Stormblood relic gear. Well, damn. That's unfortunate. Elheim, I'm sorry to say that my fears have been well-founded. Gridania, too, has seen its fair share of social unrest of late. Pray explain the situation to my colleagues, good sir. You are familiar with the Duskwhite, yes? They are a clan of Elazin who eschew the shackles of urban life and instead choose to live in isolation, for the most part. Both sides choose to leave the other well enough alone. Recently, however, events have taken a troubling turn. Groups of Duskwhites have been assembling for reasons unknown, holding secret gatherings from the outskirts of the forest. Whatever their aim, we can be quite certain this is nothing good. The Twin Adder is content to let them be, provided they do us no harm, but when they turn their to thieving and threatening our way of life, we simply cannot turn a blind eye. To say that tensions between the Duskwhites and our citizens have been rising would be an understatement. To this point, troublemakers among the Duskwhite have primarily acted alone, which makes the manner in which they are now plotting something together in plain sight all the more concerning. Some here in the nest even believe that they are sowing the seeds of violent uprising. As fortune would have it, these Duskwhite rabble-rousers have recently been sighted with particular frequency in the immediate vicinity of the venue where I had hoped to hold our performance. Needless to say, we must address this immediate danger before we can even think of going forward with our performance. Elheim, Renaa, what say we investigate the matter together this time? Consider it done. I'll make up for my failure, just you watch me. Once I've soothed the Duskwhite's heart with my dance, riding will be the furthest thing from their minds. Get some for Red Mage when it's 70? Cool. Thank you, friends. That settles it then. Leave the matter of the Duskwhite demagogues to my colleagues here. I suppose there would be some merit in delegating the task to you, rather than risk fanning the flames between Duskwhites and our citizens. Yet, you are a dance troupe, are you not? Are you certain you and your friends are here up to the task of suppressing an armed revolt? You can rest assured they are. What is worth, I too will be accompanying Renaa and Elheim to ensure that everything is in order. Besides, there's something I would confirm with my own eyes. Also Elheim is the warrior of light. You might have noticed. And with that, we should be on our way. The Duskwhites in question are said to be congregating in the South Shroud. Let's meet first at the local tavern and formulate a plan of attack. Okay. Alright. Alright. Buskerons. Alright. Mount up. Hopefully we knock these dancer quests out quickly and get back to the story. According to one of the regulars here, the Duskwhite troublemakers were seen not too long ago just northeast of here. And that's not all. A rumor says that they were, and I quote, gyrating and undulating in a most curious way. Whatever it was that we witnessed in Thanland, it seems that likely that it's afflicted people here as well. We must investigate the matter with all speed. Come now. So you're getting close to the end of Route A already. Wow, nice. I haven't had much time to devote to it this weekend, but we will continue to play Nier throughout the week. Maybe even tonight. It depends on if we get to a good stopping point or not. I don't know what the likelihood of us being able to actually finish 4.0 today, but maybe we can finish the zone we're in, at least. We'll see. Elheim, Mistress Nashmira, I think I saw something over there behind the bushes. It's like the laziest Tai Chi group ever. That's it. It's the same creepy dance I saw in Ul'dah. Dance of the Damned, yes, it's just as I feared. I'll explain everything in good time. For the moment, just leave them to me. Be gone, meddlers. Leave us to our dancing. You know, Final Fantasy 9 up in here. What in the... My legs! It's as if they have a mind of their own. The hell? Mistress Nashmira, look out! Okay. Okay. Forgive me, Elheim, and thank you. And to think I was scolding poor Renah for her overconfidence. In my heyday, I would have made short work of that thing, but alas, those days are long behind me. Don't be too hard on yourself, Mistress Nashmira. We all have our bad days, and besides, it's not as if you were being reckless like me. But never mind that. What in the world did I just see? That creepy dance, that strange cloud of black aether. What does all this mean, Mistress Nashmira? Now, come now, I know you know more than you've let on. I do, and I fully intend to share my knowledge with you, once I have seen what I must see with my own two eyes, and in the meantime, someone should hand over these men to the Twin Adders. I suppose you're right, and we must treat your wounds as well. Elheim, could I ask you to return to the Adder's Nest and deliver our report? I'll tend to Mistress Nashmira's scratches and see that no other troublemaking Duskwights show up. Duskwights, huh? Alright. Back to Gridania. Hey, look, it's another dancer doing his quests. Captain Morgan. What's this? You apprehended the Duskwight miscreants for us. Splendid. On behalf of all Gridania, you have our gratitude. We will dispatch a unit to the South Strand at once. Okay. Our apologies for the delay, Elheim. I'm pleased to report that our dancing Duskwight friends have been handed over to the proper authorities, and Renah's patched up my wounds good as new. With sufficient rest, I should be back on the stage in no time. Not on my watch, you won't. I mean, pray, do not overexert yourself, Mistress Nashmira. You need your rest. I told you, you could be... I could have handed over the culprits myself. I know, Renah, and yet I wanted to be there myself when they awoke. It played out exactly as I expected. They remembered little or nothing about their dancing, their secret gatherings, or any conversations that led up to it all. Just being stubborn, no doubt. Worry not, friends, the Twin Adders will carry out a proper interrogation, and yet, one thing concerns me. Is it true that these events bear a striking similarity to a situation you witnessed in Ul'dah? Yep. What we witness is none other than the Totentants? Dance of the Damned. It is our God's given duty as dancers to see that it is never danced again. Dance of the Damned, our mission? What are you rambling about, Mr. Nashmira? I thought our mission was to lend strength and succor to the suffering and lift the spirits of the realm. That it is. And yet the truth of exactly what this entails runs far deeper throughout our storied history. The dancers of Troop Falcium have saved countless lands time and again from a fate most dire. When war and calamity ravage the land, fear and anger fill men's hearts, and these emotions fester, reacting with the aether around us and in the air we breathe and the ground beneath our feet, and to form an etheric manifestation of the malaise that spreads like a dark cloud across the land. The weak, the downtrodden, the scorned and suffering, sadly, it is these people who are oft the quickest to fall prey to the dark despair. Left unchecked, the shadow fully consumes them, their hearts, their minds, and in the end even controls their very limbs is taken from them. Okay. Stripped of that last semblance of sanity, they flail about in a manner most hideous. Tales tell of mothers blissfully unaware as they trampled their beloved children. Men who dance so violently they rip the limbs from their own body. This is the Totentants, the dance of the damned. What madness is this? If you speak true, then this damnable dance you speak of arises from fear and anger in people's hearts. Why did it not manifest itself in the wake of the calamity in Eorzea's darkest hour? Call me mad, but I think I understand. In times of great crisis, just surviving from for another day requires all the strength we can muster. People have neither the time nor the freedom of mind to dwell on emotions like hatred or anger. Renaud has the right of it. It's precisely at this time, a time when Eorzea has made great strides in recovery, yet deeper wounds still go undressed, that your people are most susceptible to the damnable dance. So that is why our art was born so many ages ago, not just to drive out the darkness from people's hearts in a figurative sense, but to literally cast out etheric shadows and free the afflicted from the clutches of the Totentanz. Yes, this is the truth of Troop Falcium, passed down from the principal to principal in generations. What I did for the Duskwights was use my dance to extract the darkness from their hearts, give it physical form that can then be struck down and banished. It has been several centuries since the menace of the dance last reared its ugly head. To be honest, when we first came to Eorzea, I was unsure as to what we would encounter. So as not to worry the two of you overmuch, I kept the truth from you. Yet now that I have seen it with my own eyes, our mission could not be more clear. As the inheritors of the Kriegstans, we must chase the shadow of the dance from this realm. I beg forgiveness for the secrecy, my friends, and ask that you lend me your aid. Yep. Of course, you can count on us. After all, Elheim and I are dancers of Troop Falcium too. And it's like you always say, a dancer never abandons her partner. Why should I have to carry the burden of saving the whole realm all by yourself? Renaud, Elheim, after all the harsh words and hidden truths, you are far too kind. I must confess, I'm still struggling to understand all this, but one thing is clear. The dancing epidemic you speak of poses a grave danger to our realm. I'll contact the other grand companies immediately and apprise them of the threat. Should there be any reports of similar phenomena from other nations, then we would like to call upon you to deal with the matter. Forgive us the imposition, but clearly this is beyond our ability. Leave it to us. Nothing would honor us more than if the nations of Eorzea would place their trust in Troop Falcium and allow us to perform them for the people. Okay. And with that, only Ishgard and Alamigo remain on our itinerary. Alamigo yet struggles to free itself from the Garlean yoke, so we have no choice but to make Ishgard our next destination. I'm sitting here for a second going, wait a minute. Why would it tell us to go to Alamigo? That's like controlled by the Empire. It's like, wait, did this quest come out after this expansion? But then I was like, they kind of covered it, but it's like, oh no, they're still trying to free themselves. At any rate, we will need more time to properly prepare our confrontation ahead. In the meantime, Renaud, you are to continue your performances. You require more practice still before I can bequeath to you all the secrets of the Kriegstans. You can count on me, mistress. And you, Elheim, pray continue to hone your skills in battle. If we hope to prevail against the Totentanz, we will need your martial skill as much as we need your dancing. For no, it is not enough that we lower the shadows out of people's hearts. We must dispel the darkness for good, lest it simply drift on until it finds another unsuspecting host. Yes, you will be needing your strength now more than ever. And with that, I too should prepare myself. Our true last act draws ever closer at hand. Okay, so that was 65. How many more quests do I have for Dancer? Is it 65, 68, 70, 70, 67, 70? Another one right here. 68, yeah. Elheim, your timing is impeccable. I just received word from Ishgard. The powers that be have decided to welcome Troop Falcium with open arms. Fortunately, there are no rumors to suggest the Totentanz has already struck the city or any surrounding areas in regions of Porthos. Yet word has it that some of the less privileged residents of the city have grown increasingly vocal of late. Not entirely unlike what we witnessed in Uldam, we must be vigilant. And so I would like to ask you and Renaud to make for the Holy See as soon as you are able. I would join too, but I fear my wounds are not healing as quickly as I had hoped. I would only slow you down. Leave it to us, mistress. No matter what shadows plague the people's hearts, will be no match for your two favorite proteges. Elheim, Ishgard awaits us. Which way was it again? Okay. Do Ishgard, and then there'll probably be one more quest to like finish it up, right? Okay. why my arms and legs feel like they're going to freeze and snap into icicles. How can you even bear this, Elheim? I've gotten used to it. I suppose adventurers like you get to experience all sorts of climbs in your travels. Perhaps with time I'll get used to it too. Anyhow, our first order of business is to pay our respects to our hosts. I've been told that one Sir Handelu awaits us at a place they call the Congregation. I think you know the way? Maybe you should just, wear more clothes. It's cold here. Just saying. She's like still wearing her dancer's outfit and wondering why she's so cold. I mean, I'm gonna take a guess. Well met, Elheim. It's always a pleasure to welcome you back to Ishgard, though I must say I did not expect to see you return as a member of the traveling dance troupe. Just wait until you see her on stage. She's a sight to behold. But forgive me, my name is Ranamigo, and thank you for opening the gates of your fair city to Troop Falsium. The pleasure is ours. I must confess that I found the report of our friends at the Twin Adders regarding this Dance of the Damned somewhat difficult to believe. But if even a great hero like Elheim could come all the way here for this purpose, I would be a fool to dismiss the threat. And yet I have questions. The instructions from your mistress called for rounding up prominent members of the commoner class and seating them in front and center at your performance. I did not object, of course, but whatever purpose is this meant to serve? The Totentanz is a plague that spreads from one man's heart to the next, and those whose hearts weigh heaviest with anger and fear and unease are often the first to fall prey to its clutches. If we can assemble influential members of the community and free their hearts from the shadow before disaster strikes, these men and women could then raise the spirits of their peers. Mistress believes that this is our best hope for curtailing the spread. Where the leaders go, so others will follow. I suppose that's a logical course of action as any. Very well, I've already identified suitable personages and extended to them an invitation to your performance. The venue will be before the Gates of Judgment. We believe this location will be most accessible to those who live outside the city walls. Thank you kindly, my good sir. Well then, Elheim, we'd best get on our way. We don't want to keep our audience waiting out there in the freezing cold, do we? Oh, why did I remind myself about the cold? You're not wearing clothes. I mean, like you are, but like not like out in the snow clothes. That's all I'm saying. Like she complains about the cold, but she won't put on a jacket. You know, like, we're gonna be dancing outside. You come up with something. I don't know. It's fine. I was like, why is it so cold here? Alright. Talk about an imposing audience. Let's give them a show to remember. Oh, Nelheim, let's keep the true purpose of our performance to ourselves, all right? We don't want to cause a panic. After all, we can draw out and dispel the darkness before it strikes. Our task will be that much easier, and besides, we want our audience to enjoy the show, don't we? I must admit, I'm a bit nervous, but I know we'll be fine if we trust each other. All right, here goes nothing. Watch closely and follow my lead. Is everybody? Ladies, gentlemen, fair citizens of the Holy See, hailing from distant Radzadhan in the east, we are the Troop Falsium. Today we dance for you the Kriegstands, an ancient art passed down to us from the days of yore. Though the Kriegstands was born on the battlefield, it is a dance that brings healing and succor. Your people suffered for too long the horrors of the Dragon Song War. Let our performance fill your hearts with hope and heal any scars that may still linger. And now, without further ado, let the show begin. Never seen dancing like this before. It stirs the very depths of my soul. Just watching her, I can feel all my pain and anger melting away. Uh-oh. Like, I was really upset with my situation as a commoner, but now that I've seen this dance, I'm cool with it. Oh, damn. He's a pretty cool looking enemy. Pay no mind to those ominous clouds. It's all part of the performance, you see. Yes, Troop Falsium spares no expense in treating our audience to a spectacle for the senses. That's your cue, Elheim. Now sweep those nasty shadows away. Don't worry about the demons we pulled out of your souls. It's okay. Nothing to see there. Just watch the dance, guys. Everything is fine. Okay. When I received a sudden invitation to this performance, I didn't know what to expect, but that was simply remarkable. Ever since the show ended, my mind is clear and all my troubles just don't seem so bad anymore. And I the same. I must say that last scene where the fearsome shadow beast appeared was particularly dramatic and invigorating. It's the strangest feeling. Even though my lot in life hasn't changed one bit, I feel like I'm able to face tomorrow with my head held high. Oh, you folks are far too kind, but I thank you one and all. Never in my life have I felt so proud to be a dancer. Nothing quite like seeing all those smiling, satisfied faces. Don't you agree, Elheim? Just the thought that we were able to bring a measure of happiness and hope to these proud, strong people makes all the hard hours of training worthwhile. And can you believe it? We were even able to stave off the shadows before the Totentons even struck. I do believe we've more than done Nashmira proud. I dare say our job here is done, so why don't we head back to Gridania and share the good tidings with everybody. I'll race you there. She's not feeling the cold anymore. It's all happen. Alright. Back to Gridania. And then we'll have the level 70 quest, I'm guessing. So, Minus, how far off do you think we are from the next dungeon in the story? It's gonna be a while. The end of the peaks? Okay. You think we'll finish the peaks tonight? Elheim, it's Mistress Nashmira. She's gone. Settle down, Renan. Nothing ill has befallen our leader. She has simply taken a leave of absence entirely of her own volition. She said she had a matter to attend with an old friend, the same friend who introduced her to our patron, Master Gagaraju, if I recall. She was reluctant to go into detail, but it would seem this individual is also familiar with the Totentons and has been researching the situation in Alamigo on our behalf. Mistress Nashmira means to join her there and scout out a suitable venue for our ultimate performance. She has asked that you and Renan continue training on your own until such time as she summons us. Would it have killed her to at least wait for our report, or does this mean that she actually trusts us? Mistress believes in our ability to handle affairs. I suppose we should owe her the same in return. If recent rumors are to be believed, Alamigo is on the verge of winning its battle for freedom. Surely it's only a matter of time before the people are ready to welcome us. At the same time, much like Ishgard, it is a land whose people have known more than their fair share of suffering. We will need to be at our best to deliver them from the dance of the damned. You know what that means, Elheim. We must train with greater discipline than ever. I wonder if this quest changes. Like, I don't know what the ending of this expansion is, but if we were to free Alamigo, I wonder if the quest would change. In order to take this quest, I must first complete the main scenario, Heaven's Weep. So I can't actually do my level 70 quest yet. I have to do more of the main scenario. Okay, well, back to the main story, I guess. Let's go free Alamigo again. Oh, really? Okay, so I'm really close to it. Something must be about to happen. They're going to reference in the quest that they don't want to spoil, I'm guessing. I mean, if we're going to Alamigo, it makes sense that it could spoil something if we don't get to the right part of the story. Or maybe something wouldn't make sense. I don't know. Alright. Naga would rather not keep General Alden and the others waiting. No, I might blame her. Well, you heard the Flame General. Looks like we got a meeting to attend. That everyone? Then let us begin. Alighieri is ours, and for a mercy, we took it without losing a single man. But we dare not grow complacent. Specula Imperators will not be so easily won. If I may, General, should we not pause to consider the Imperial's motivations? For Xenos to surrender a fortified settlement of strategic importance without so much as firing a shot is inexplicable. We searched the village and found no traps or other signs of sabotage. Suspicious though it may be, I will not refuse this gift from our enemy. The path to Alamigo was through the east, through Specula Imperatoris and Castrum Albania. It bears repeating, however, that the latter is the home to a massive cannon with unparalleled range and destructive power. Which means that we need to strike Specula Imperatoris quickly, both to limit their ability to locate our forces in the field and to utilize the installation as a shield against attack, as they would doubtless not risk damaging the towers. I see. And we have no choice but to accept that we have what we have been given. Aye, that's the way of it. I've no doubt that Xenos has got something planned, but we'll just have to deal with it when the time comes. To assault, then, the main host will commence a direct assault on Specula Imperatoris. During this time, I would hold the Scions in reserve in Alighieri to deal with any Imperial forces that may be dispatched in response. Understood. Wait a minute, we should be fighting with you in the Resistance. I understand you don't want to rely too much on Elheim after what she's been through, but at least let the rest of us do our part. If she wants to fight, I say let her fight. Thanks, I knew you would understand. Mayhap it would be best if I accompanied you. Alize can stay with Elheim. Off. Oh, if you must. The two of us can take care of ourselves. You have your orders. Dismissed. Meanwhile, deep within an Imperial research facility. What are they researching? Reminds me of them making monsters with Mako energy in Final Fantasy VII. Or they're trying to make super soldiers. It's Hydra. Are they gonna soup her up?
My head.
Let us see.
So, she lives. Impressive. Or merely lucky, though that too may prove a useful trait.
My lord, what have you done to me?
Though we Guardians are intellectually and physiologically superior in almost all respects, we lack the hereditary traits required for the reliable manipulation of ether, hence our unique inability to wield magics. This deficiency, for want of a better word, saw us subjected to decades of oppression by the lesser races, and we were eventually driven to seek shelter in the cold northern reaches of Ilsabard. Fortunately,
Hey, level 1
was replete with vast deposits of ceruleum, which proved instrumental in the development of Magitech, a revolutionary technology conceived to compensate for our disadvantage. It was with Magitech that we grew strong, that our nation became an empire. Yet, ultimately, this was an extrinsic solution to an intrinsic problem. What I wanted was not a crude device to be used in lieu of magic. Through modification of the Garlean genome, I argued that it might be possible to enhance a subject's ability to manipulate ether, effectively empowering them to wield magics. Alas, my theories were met with consternation in the Imperial Court. Only Lord Xenos, with commendable foresight and wisdom, deigned to support my research.
You gave me this treatment, but I'm not Garlean.
Alamegan through and through. What you have been granted is far greater than mere magic. Before that lesser light, it is as a second sun.
I am informed that Alagiri was recently occupied by the Resistance, and that an attack on Specular Imperatoris is considered imminent. This could provide an ideal opportunity to test her performance in the field.
Your skulls, was it? They have joined the garrison at the watchtower?
Yes, my lord. By your leave, I would rendezvous with them and lead a counterattack against the insurgents.
No. Even were you to leave now, you would not arrive in time. There is another duty I would entrust to you.
Hey, thanks for the host, level 1 alt. Oh, okay.
Found you.
What are they doing to Kryl there, though? So full of fire and eager, weren't they? Well, I wouldn't worry too much. They're strong and they have each other. At least he spared me the trouble of having to speak up. I wasn't about to let Lise go alone. We have a fair bit of ground to cover, so we should split up. If you come across any Imperial soldiers, you know what to do. Oh, and so you know, I sent word to Arnvald's squadron. They're already searching other nearby areas, so we have allies in the event we encounter anything beyond our means. Hell's open. Alright, so we need to go check out these 2 points. Let's go. Build, there's the exit current over there. Okay, we'll worry about that one later. These guys remind me of that boss that it's part of Terra's side quest in Final Fantasy VI in the World of Ruin. Like the guy that you fight multiple times when you're trying to get Terra to come back to the party. I forget his name. It looks like that guy. Okay. First point's over here. There. Okay. West. That's sort of where we're going. I love how she was like, why'd you give me the procedure? I'm not even Garlean. And it's like, yeah, we didn't want to risk killing a Garlean. Because you're a test subject. What? Oh. Okay. There. $700 of these, huh?
And his name is John C.
Hey, Deathshire, how's it going? It's really far to the east. Alright. Go back to Alizé. You're bored. Why don't you play more Horizon Zero Dawn? Take the new microphone. Ah, give me a moment, Elheim. Say that again if you would. No, maintain your distance for now. Understood. Keep me apprised of any developments. That was Ehrenwald. The pair that was spying us from the fringes has followed us here. What about you, Elheim? Trouble? There, I was thinking we might be due some peace and quiet. Glad to hear you dealt with them. I hope the assault on Specula Imperatoris is going well. Alright, got a new piece of armor. Cutscene. Damn. Nice.
Whoa! You've improved, lad.
Come now, father. You lured the fool onto my blade, and do not try to deny it.
Our work here is all but done. What of Conrad and his men?
They are for the main tower. The skulls have offered fierce resistance thus far.
Yeah,
Conrad
his name's
seems to
Pippin.
believe he can convince them to lay down their arms.
He's General Alden's son.
Then we will tend to the stragglers
Rob on
down
here.
below. With me.
That's his dad. Adopted son. Yes, he's named Pippin.
Report.
Enemy forces have overrun the lower facilities and appear to be mounting an assault on the main tower. We have already received a request for reinforcements. A unit of legionaries has been mustered and is ready to depart. They await your orders, Commander.
Yes, he's a Lalafell, it's true.
Stand down.
Commander?
Tell them to stand down.
Commander, if I may, our people, your people are still in there. They will be slaughtered.
You think I don't know that? I want nothing more than to help them. To lead the bloody charge. But I have my orders. Lord Xenos said no reinforcements. He would have us use the main cannon to destroy the installation.
What? Kill our own soldiers? You must be mistaken.
Mayhap you'd like to ask Lord Xenos yourself. I thought not. Initiate the firing sequence. Wars are won on the backs of the dead. Theirs and ours. There is no truth but this. We must remain firm and resolute and always, always do our duty. Now, give the order.
Initiate firing sequence.
Aye, aye. Initiating firing sequence. Release safety locks. Deploy main cannon.
She's one of the bad guys.
Ansfred, Rudolph, Hamlin. For us. For our people. For our future.
I need you to confirm the target, Commander.
Specula Imperatoris, main tower. Fire when ready.
Shit. Is that the cannon? Here we go.
What in the seven hells?
Long-range artillery.
Those treacherous bastards. Their people were still fighting. Full retreat! Now! Relay the orders!
Understood.
Works for me, love.
All forces retreat! I repeat, all forces retreat!
As long as you don't mind being spoiled, I'm part of the Final Fantasy XIV story. By the 12, did you see that? The main tower just collapsed. You heard it too, didn't you? It must have been the cannon from Castrum Abania. That was an Imperial installation and their troops were still... Damn it, no one's responding. I don't know if the shell's being jammed or... Alright, we have to go now. They need our help. Check out our new outfit here. It's not bad. There we go. Oh, Heaven's Weep! This is the one we need to complete to do our job quest. The fear in Alize's eyes is unlike anything you've ever seen before. This way! There's no time to lose. And she doesn't know if they're dead or if the link shell's malfunctioning or being jammed. But we can't get in contact with our buddies anymore. There's no way they're killing Alpha now. Yeah, they're killing Lise. Or Pippin. Or General Alden. I'm sure they're fine. I'm worried about Kryl. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but it will certainly be a milestone. It's worse than it looks. He probably wasn't even... Put yourself together. The gate... This is our way inside. We need to find my brother right now. Locks on the massive gate appear to have been disabled. You need only prise them open to pass through. Okay. I'm glad you're here, Corporal. In case it isn't obvious, the Imperials fired upon us on Speculator and Imperatorus. I didn't think they had it in them to kill their own men just to kill us. Gods damn them all. Where's my brother? Tell me where he is. I want to see him. He was in the tower when it was struck. That need not mean anything. Our forces are still evacuating and many remain unaccounted for. Alizé, listen. There are soldiers wounded and dying all around us. Soldiers with families, just like you and me. They need our help. Do you understand? He's right. I'll take the north, you take the east. Oh, so they were in the tower when it got hit. Good. Alright. Thank you. I think I can manage on my own. For a moment there, I thought I was bound for Thal's Great Hall. Ye gods, what the Imperial's thinking. Just give me a moment to let the world stop spinning, would you? There, Alighieri's not far. I'll make it. Everything hurts. I think I was struck by debris from the tower. Wait, I know you. Elheim Gilded, ward of House Fortemps. We fought together on the steps of faith. You saved my life back then and now. I can walk. Thank you 1,000 times. Thank you. Conrad, can you hear me? Nago, put him down over there. Leslie, are they carrying Alphino? We'll see, Dez. We'll see. Yeah, okay, he's fine too. Good. Oh, Conrad's the one that's down.
Conrad, speak to me!
It was all so sudden. Conrad had just convinced the last few skulls to surrender when we heard the bang and everything started to shake. We carried the survivors to safety, but Conrad's... We have done what we can for him. All that remains is to pray.
Conrad?
Is that you, Lise? I can't see a damn thing. Well, that's that then. Time's up.
What are you talking about? You'll be on your feet before you know it.
It's all right, Lise. I've lived long enough. But listen, I want you to lead the resistance in my stead.
Don't say another word. You'll recover. We'll recover. We'll bring freedom to Alamigo together. We're not going to stop here.
No, you won't. Everything we've built, everyone we've brought together, I know you'll show them the way. You've got it in you, Lise. Not because you're Curtis's daughter or Ida's sister, but because you're you. Because you're you.
Conrad.
Lead them to victory. To freedom.
I will, Conrad. I will. I promise.
Damn. Meanwhile, in the chaos of Castromabania.
Next round, double the charge.
Come, Nidhogg. We are needed.
Excuse me? What? What? So he like went down there and got the eyes back? That's what he was doing in that other cutscene? I thought he was like trying to help with the whole Omega Shinryu issue. He went down there and became Nidhogg again? What is he about to do, though? Does he have, like, control of it now? He's taking out the cannon.
That's the cerulean pipeline!
Impossible! How can one man... Shoot the bastard! Shoot him!
My lance has slain far greater beasts. You're welcome, boy.
Notify all units! I want that intruder found! And get the engineers to fix my bloody cannon!
It's like he's rebonded with Nidhogg, but Estinian's in charge this time.
The savages are coming!
Okay. Didn't see that coming. We could have killed them. We could have walked away. But instead we tried to convince them to lay down their arms. We tried to seek a peaceful resolution. We showed them mercy, and this was their response. Fire and blood. This was their answer. Such crimes cannot go unpunished. They must not. God's is my witness. There will be a reckoning. Damn, Alphino. Alright. I guess we stop here and go do the dancer quest real quick. And then we'll hurry back here and do this. That was the quest, I believe, that we needed to unlock the dancer quest. Oh, it's too late now, minus. Didn't see that fast enough. We'll get it next time if there's one there. Oh, she changed clothes. Ooh, technical step. Okay. Great news, Elheim. A postmogul just dropped off this letter from Mistress Nashmira. She says the stage has all been set for our performance in Alamigo. Wow, she's even scouted out what she claims is an ideal venue to host our exhibition, a village called Alagana. It sits in Girabanya Highlands. Though Alagana itself has been liberated, the war with Garlemald rages on, and the unease of the village is tangible. In other words, it's precisely the sort of place where the Totentans might strike. At any rate, Mistress Nashmira assures me that she and her secretive acquaintance have all made the necessary preparations. The Alamican resistance, she says, has seen fit to ensure that Alagana's most prominent residents will be in attendance. If we can perform as we did in Ishgard and swiftly dispel the darkness from their hearts, surely they'll be able to influence their fellow villagers and stave off the onset of Totentans. And what did she say at the very end of her letter? Ah yes, Renah Elheim, the success of our tour, the very future of Troop Falsium itself rides on you. I'm counting on you to rise to the occasion. Are you as excited as I am? Let's make this show for the ages. And with that, let us set out for Alagana. We mustn't keep Mistress Nashmira waiting. I guess we had to finish that battle for Alagana to technically be free or something. I mean, it's in the peaks actually, so no. But I mean, we've been up here long ago, but okay, fine, whatever. Pick up these other quests while we're here too. These are probably Aether Current quests. Fancy yourself as a village savior, do you? If you truly mean what you say, I have in mind to introduce you to someone. His name's Sayer. He used to be one of the quarry's finest workers, he did. He's fighting the good fight to restore Alagana to its former glory, but I do worry about the toll it's taking on the man of his years. Have a chat with him if you intended on helping. Ah, there you are, Elheim. Have you by chance seen Mistress Nashmira? I can't find her anywhere, but I'm sure she'll be along soon. I know she wouldn't miss our performance for the world. And look at what I've found. I've scoured the troop's wardrobe to find outfits befitting our grand finale, and one thing's for certain, we'll be dressed to impress. And remember, mum's the word about the Totentants, alright? We want our audience to enjoy the performance without worrying themselves with the terrible truth behind it all. Well then, whenever you're ready to take the stage, let me you know where to find me. Okay. This is it, Elheim. Ready to raise the curtain on our final act? It's an item level thing, too. Alright. What's what you were worried about? So close and yet so far. For all who cannot make the voyage to our home, we bring our art to yours. Hailing from Razad Han across the sea, I present the incomparable transcendent Troop Falsium. That it sinks out to, I don't know, $3.95. Today we perform for you the ancient dance of our ancestors, spectacle to stir the hearts, enrich the mind, and chase away the shadows of doubt that plague your soul. Feast your eyes upon the Kriegstands. Oh god, so you think maybe I should have waited to do this then? That's rough. The technical step, yeah. We've almost maxed out our poetics, so as soon as we get far enough in the story, we can go buy a bunch of them. You know? Okay. Right on cue. All right, Elheim. Let's take this nasty thing out before our audience realizes it's just not just for show. And then if our item level isn't good enough and it takes us out, we summoned up a monster that kills the entire village. Yay! What a dance. Look at those enraptured faces. The excitement of the air is almost palpable. They know they're about to get a show the likes of which they've never seen. The Alamegans are counting on us, Elheim. In more ways than they themselves even know. We must dance and not stop dancing till the last shadow has been purged from their hearts. This is the performance we were born to give. Versus the Shadow Flower monster thing. Here we go. Oh yeah, it's doing a lot of damage. What's that doing? Don't let them touch you. Okay. Oh, Nashmir's here. Good. Doing fine. It's a boss fight. Oh my god. I must have messed up a mechanic or something. Jesus. Suddenly all the damage. I really might want to zoom out. Fine. What's this misery it's charging up? Oh, he died. I get full health. I think we're gonna be able to do it without putting it on easy mode, theoretically. Or not! Come on! It was at 5%! Ugh. DPS race, huh? Is that what the meter filling up was? Son of a bitch. If I do it again, is it gonna put me on easy mode? Getting a weapon from the shop in Kugane? You have a level 66 weapon still. You can buy 385 weapons. Like, oh my god, that's over 100 item levels higher than what we have. Like, the thing is, this thing sinks to 395 and we only have 278. Like, we're not even close. I still almost beat the damn thing. Maybe we should just come back here once we finish the story. You know? Like, I don't need to have this skill until we get to level 70 dungeons, which is after the main story, right? Let's finish the main story. I'll unlock the poetic gear, and then I'll just come back here with poetics, you know? I get the technical step super important. I'm saying I'm not going to need it until the end of Stormblood's story, right? The next dungeon seeks up to 70. Alright. Let's go to Kagane. We have this. Yeah, we have this. Where do you buy them in Kagane? Markets. It puts us up like 20 item levels. I mean, we could buy a whole set of gear. You know? Yeah, we just broke 300. Now we've just gone up like 100 item levels. That ought to do it, you know? I know I'll be replacing it. That's fine. So we're sitting on over 1 million gold. I think we're fine. We want to go back to Alagana. 12k max HP? Really? Yeah, it's a huge jump up. It's insane. All right, let's try this again. On normal. Here we go. You can already tell the difference in our damage. Oh my god. We were just like tickling him before. Look at that. It seems weird that they would tune it for that level. Or at least not have it like scale down if you're not that level, you know what I mean? And here comes Neshimira. Red Witch has the issue too, huh? Oh, that's rough. Dash. And there was Misery. It's already at 11% though when he's starting it. Here's where it was when he killed me last time. And that's gonna be that. He's still building up Misery, but he only has 3% health left. Whew. Red Mage has that issue with the 60. I guess I have that to look forward to. We can just buy gear though. Mr. Neshimira. Well, I knew you wouldn't miss our grand finale. And you're dancing. Well, you were every bit as enchanting as I remembered from all those years ago. Sharing the stage with you truly was a dream come true. I simply had to make amends for my embarrassing display in Gridania. Did I not? My wounds have all but healed entirely, so I redoubled my training efforts, and after arriving here in Alamigo, I dare say I feel as spry as I have in years. And yet, there can be no doubt you and Elheim were the true stars today. To think that you'd come so far in such a short span of time, mayhap I should have admired your performance from the wings instead of stepping in. Tut tut, Mira. I seem to recall you telling me the other day that the girl was still not ready for the spotlight. Oh, her? You know me, Elhaman. I'm strict with my students because I expect only the best from them. And these two have done me proud today. Fancy meeting you here, Elheim. I must admit, you gave me quite a start when my Mira told me that you, of all people, had joined her merry little troop. Mira and I go far, far back, you know. After those horrific events unfolded in Ul'dah, I hid away in Thavnir for some time, and then it was then that we first made each other's acquaintance. Song and dance go together rather well. Needless to say, our friendship rapidly blossomed, and when she turned to me for assistance in planning Troop Falsium's tour of Eorzea, I was more than happy to do my part. It does not surprise me that you're an accomplished adventurer would have many friends across the realm, but never would I have suspected you and my dear Elhaman were so close. Truly, fate must have brought us together for a reason. I feel the same. Your presence alone has motivated me to grow in ways I never would have thought possible. You have given me courage, strength, and determination to be more than I was. Though I recognize the face from somewhere. Well, from Liberator of Alamigo to Traveling Performer, eh? Not a path I'd predicted, but I'm hardly surprised to see you emerge triumphant in whatever you do. That was truly a performance for the ages. Here in Alagana, we don't get much exposure to foreign cultures. Rather stimulating that was, especially the grand finale where you chased off those bloody shadow beasts. Got the blood pumping, I say. I only wish there was more we could do to show our appreciation. Think nothing of it, my good sir. Just knowing that we brought a measure of joy to Alamigo is in time of need is a reward enough for us. Too kind you are, miss. The road ahead of us is a long one, but thanks to you, we can stride down it with a spring in our step. Know that our village is always open to you should you ever be willing to grace us with another performance. Farewell, friends. Whew, for a second, I thought he'd realized the true nature of those shadows, but no, the threat of the Totentons is gone for now, and it seems no one's the wiser. That is heartening indeed, and with that, we should prepare for our departure. The Alamegans were kind enough to invite us in these trying times, but you mustn't linger so long that our presence becomes a burden. I too should be on my way. It was a pleasure and an honor to see both of you on the stage again, Mira, and you as well, Alheim. Till our paths cross again, go in safety. Okay. That should give us our heal, and we can get back to the main story. Because the main story is bumping. Oh, we have a Aether quest to get here. Aether current. Well, that's the last of it. Our props are packing up, and we're ready to take to the road. I must say, it's a touch bittersweet knowing that this was our last performance, but I suppose even the best of things must come to an end. Mistress Nashmira will go ahead to Limsa Lomitsa to secure us passage back to Razadhan. You'll stop by and see us off, yes? I'd like to pay you a proper thanks before taking our leave of this land. Wonder how the dancer quests will continue past 70 if these guys are leaving. I always wonder that when you get to a new expansion, like, a lot of times the job quests kind of like begin and end in an expansion, so it's like, do you get a different mentor? Take care of this while we're here. Thank you for coming. I'm still waiting for a few more villagers to arrive. Old bugger's treating us to one of his speeches, I see. How long do you plan to continue living in abject squalor, I ask you? It's high time we brought back the quarry that once made me proud to hail from Alagana. Some of you may be too young to remember, but the quarry used to mean everything to this village. Bloody hells, when is this old codger ever going to stop harping on about good old days? Time you opened your eyes, you daft bugger. Time's long since passed when we could sell the stone here for a decent amount of gil. It's about time you face the facts. There's no coin to be had in sweating away your life in some bloody quarry. You'd be better served going out and hunting my own food. Just hear me out. If you give up on the quarry, then you'll be giving up on the village itself. Even the hardest of rocks will break if you keep chiseling away at it. Life's the same. Grandfather, that's enough. I can tell you now that no one here would claim to be happy with their lot. There's nothing that can be done. You remonstrating with everyone is hardly going to do any good. Sweet love. Well, what do you bloody expect with that attitude? No one's gonna work to improve things when even my own granddaughter has next to no motivation. There's a reason you don't see much quarrying going on anymore. There's no demand for it. We can get by just fine with the stones we gathered in the past and those we salvaged from the ruined buildings. Prosperity doesn't lie in wait for us at the quarry, only monsters. About time you realize that we're lucky to be alive these days. Come on, Grandfather, let's go home. Okay. Blasted girl understands nothing. Of course everything's going to be seen pointless if you're only sleepwalking through life, and who the hells are you anyway? I ain't doing this for your amusement. I am indeed the sayer you speak of. Ragnfrid sent you my way, did you say? Elheim, was it? So you're the last we have to thank for saving Krata. I can tell you've more fire in your belly than this entire village. Perhaps you'll be able to see that I'm not as crazy as these buggers think me. Alagana owes everything to the quarry. The stones we extracted were solid and pleasing to the eye to boot. We even supplied the stone used to build the palace. Those were the days. It was the Imperial invasion that changed everything. The bastards thought stone structures barbaric, favoring their cold, tasteless metallic buildings instead. They say they look civilized. Don't make me laugh. The final blow to our way of life came when Gardermal began recruiting our youth for their own army. We lost just as many to the rebel cause, with no left to tend the quarry. It slowly fell into ruin, and now it's overrun with beasts. The few of us that remain have been able to eke out a living here using any means we can. I swear on Rogger's very name, if we could just take back the sleeping stones, this whole village would be brim with vitality again. I just need something that proves the beasts are gone from the quarry. Then the villagers would surely see fit to help me restore it to its former glory. I know this is a lot to ask of a complete stranger, but it's not as if I'm spoiling for choice right now. Would you be able to rid the quarry of those damnable monsters and bring me back 2 Uralith soulstones? I'll forever be in your debt. Soulstones, it's way over there. Oh my god. 741 to the southeast. That could be it. Maybe. Alright, we got a bit of a trek ahead of us here. No, we can't get over those falls. We're not getting over there yet. We'd have to like come down or something, I don't know. We'll check out that quest in a little bit. For now, let's finish up our dancer quest. Excuse me. But yeah, as far as Nier goes, oh, you said you're almost done with Route A already. That's pretty. You must have played a lot of it this weekend. Should we want to go around the other side? Just finish the shipwreck. Yeah, it's been so long since I played it. I remember things, but I don't necessarily remember like the order of things. If that makes sense, you know. It's like I know you go here and I know you go here, but I don't know when, you know? I don't remember that much of the story other than some of the bigger beats. And I've never done more than Route A, so I'm looking forward to doing all the different routes. Elheim, I'm so touched. You really did come to see us off. Thank you ever so much for all you've done. It was an honor to tour Eorzea with you and bring strength and succor to its people. You have have my gratitude as well, Elheim. The people whose hearts you have touched will in turn inspire others. Yes, before long the dance of the damned will be but a memory. Yet until that time, we cannot let down our guard. I propose that we extend our tour of Eorzea in the event that there are yet people in this realm who still require our aid. You truly mean this, Mr. Shashmira? Elheim and I can keep dancing together? In good time, Rana, yes, but Elheim is an adventurer and one whose services are justifiably in high demand. It would not be considerate of us to monopolize her services for our ends. And so we bid you farewell for now. Rana and I will remain in Limsa and consult with Master Gagaraju on potentially expanding our tour to new locations. Pray come back and visit us on occasion. Yes, Rana gets awfully lonely without company. Hey, that's not... Well, I suppose it is true. Keep dancing, Elheim, and let us eagerly await the day that we can take the stage together anew. Alright. Technical step. Yeah, you're getting near the end then. Yeah, I have a long way. I barely started. Like, I'm at the very beginning. I'm not even through the first part. Not even close. In order to undertake the next dancer quest, you must first meet the following requirements. You must have completed the main scenario Shadowbringers. Ooh. And must have completed the role quest. There's a role quest? Once you have done so, the next dancer quest will be available. Cool. Okay, step gauge expanded. Ooh, look at this. Performing a technical step will display 4 icons on the step gauge, and executing the corresponding actions in the correct order followed by a technical finish increases the damage dealt by you and nearby party members. Performing a standard step changes the appearance of the step gauge and causes you to start dancing. Following the displayed icons, execute the order of standard finish will increase your damage dealt by that of the party member designated as your dance partner. Actions such as Reverse Cascade and Rising Windmill have a chance to grant 4-fold feathers, which are consumed by Fan Dance and Fan Dance 2. You can view the job gauge description. Yeah, we know all that. So this gives damage to you and nearby party members. This one was to you and your dance partner. Is it a bigger buff? Like, yeah, all right. Delivers an attack near all nearby enemies. Potency varies in the number of successful steps, dealing full potency to the first enemy and 75% less for all remaining enemies. So 4 steps is 1500, whereas standard finish was 2 steps for 1000, so it's faster, but it's a little less damage. Step bonus grants technical finish to all party members, to self and party members. Damage bonus to technical finish varies with the number of successful steps. So it's up to a 5% damage bonus for 20 seconds. And activates a spree gauge. Triggers the cooldown of weapon skills, step actions, and finish actions upon execution. Cannot be executed during the cooldown of weapon skills, step actions, or finish actions. It's the highest potency of any skill in the game. I mean, you have to do like 6 button presses to do it. I mean, so it's not like it's like in the time it takes you to do it, other people can do 2 spells. You know what I mean? That makes sense that it hits so hard. Okay. Is there any reason to use standard step once you have technical step? Like, standard step gets you the 5% in only 2 steps, and it gives it to you and your dance partner. Technical one takes 4 steps to get the same bonus, but it's you and everyone near you. Oh, technical step's only once every 2 minutes. Okay. I missed that part. Okay, so we can only use it so often. Well, it's right here for now. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna swap these. use Devilment immediately after. That makes sense. They have the same cooldown too. Yeah, that works. Alright. Back to the main quest. And I will be right back, guys. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. All right. And we're back. Let's get back up there. Hopefully we get a mount speed increase sometime soon. Take a look and see how far. No, we're not going there. All right. Good blade. Also, so using Devilment during that, like, why is that again? Because like Technical Finish gives me the same damage buff as Standard Finish, 5%, right? it itself hits harder, but like the damage buff is 5%. Oh, they stack. Okay. That makes sense. I thought you were choosing like either or. I didn't realize you just stack both of them on top of each other. Aether current right there. Forgive me. Now is not the time for vows of vengeance. We must remain calm and rational and in control. The Imperials have demonstrated a willingness to fire on their own. So long as we remain here, we are in danger. We three will see to Commander Kemp's body, find my sister, and return to Alighieri. And this literally takes me down nearby where the Aether current was. There, that should suffice for now. Go and join the others. Tell me you found Alphino. Tell me he's all right. I think the 12.